Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for another Memory Planning Monday video. This is my Project Life scrapbook album. So if you'd like to see what I'm going to do for this week, then stick around. Hey everybody, it's Jen. How's it going? I hope you guys are having a great week. I am excited to document our week for number 34. Yep, 34 in my Project Life album. This is album number 2 of 2 for 2023. I started this project a little bit late to the game in about March, I guess, of this year. I am obsessed with this scrappy project. It's my absolute favorite way to memory plan thus far. I've tried lots of different methods, and so far this one is definitely my favorite. I love being able to use all the different kits, different embellishments, get as decorative or keep it as simple as I want. And surprisingly, if you guys have been following me for a while, then you know it usually takes me a good 2 hours to create these. Once I had my cards picked out, this project for this week took me like an hour, which is a record time for me. Not that I'm trying to get faster, because this is, like I said, I absolutely love every second of creating these. But I really stuck only to Ali Edwards products, and you can see that I trimmed down that one 4x6 card that had the numbers 1 through 6, and ideally I wanted to have each of the numbers on the photos and use those in lieu of labels, but they were just too large for the photos, so I ended up trimming off all the numbers and just using pieces of the like the box that's left. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm trying to figure out how to put this one on, realize it's too big, trim off the one, and then I'm gonna kind of hang that off the page and do a bit of journaling on that. But I want it to go on this picture of Nora inside the Barbie box, so that's why I removed what I had already put down. No big deal, because my Tombow dot adhesive is the best, and it's really easy to peel off of something, and then does a great job of keeping it stuck in place. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. It's magic. It's just, yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tombow products. So I did just a little bit of journaling about our evening. I said goodbye, went over to the Groff family's house, which is like our best friends, and their oldest child is leaving, or had left at this point, or is going to leave at this point for college, and this is their oldest child of 5. So it was a special night, and Nora was hanging out with one of the other siblings and her friend Hannah, who's a little bit older and loves to do makeup, and Nora just loves to have Hannah do her makeup. So Hannah did Nora's makeup, and then Nora and Hannah performed a little dance for everybody that was there, because Grace kind of had a little bit of a impromptu goodbye party since it was their last night at home, and Nora got in the Barbie box, and I snapped her photo. So I'm just journaling about that and about our special, just the friendship between our family and the Groff family, that we've just gotten so close over the years. And I end up also grabbing some more labels in the form of circles, but I don't think I use them just yet. Those are also from Ali Edwards. I tried to stick with all Ali Edwards products. So just use a little bit of this black and white polka dot washi, and then that other, which I think might be from Michaels or Joanne. I don't even remember. Oh no, you know what? I think it came in a big pack from Amazon. And then I'm using a bunch of word phrases because I have lots of them, and so I'm sticking with blues for this week. And then that washi that I'm using right now, the Ledger washi, is one of my favorites, and that's from Paper Person. And so this is going to be my title card that says Feeling Open, because it's appropriate, you know. Grace is going off to college. Nora is loving getting her makeup done lately. It's kind of something that she's more recently been into. We have the new kitten edition, which there is a photo of a collage of him throughout the week that I'm about to show you. So there's a lot of things to be open about this week, and so it felt appropriate. So I'm going to stamp using my Ali Edwards alphas, and then these numbers are from Heidi Swap, the Destination Alpha, to stamp 34. And I wanted a really dark, crisp impression, so I stamped several times. And then I'm just going to really simply add a little chipboard heart and call that title card done. I kept it really simple, and that's not like me, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Probably why it only took me an hour. So this quad photo, I end up deciding to cut off the numbers, since that's what I'm going to do, and then use a teeny tiny circle punch. I think it's like a half an inch, if maybe less, 3/4 of an inch punch, to punch out the 1, 2, 3, and 4. I really like the way that it looks too. I love that font. I kind of want that to be a stamp. So Allie, I know you're probably watching this. JK, she probably doesn't even know I exist, but if she were watching this, heads up, I would love for this to be a stamp. Okay, thanks. Anyhow, I think it's so cute. It's just different pictures of Smokey throughout the week. He looks so stinking cute, but that's because he's asleep, because when he's awake, he's crazy. Well, in the one picture, he's like climbed up the back of my hanging tower in my closet, and he's like peeking over the top. So you can see it in the bottom right corner. He's literally like, how do I get down? And then this is just a picture of Nora. She got her hair cut, and I think she looks like she's 10. And of course, I had to document that. And then after that, we took her friend home for the day. It's actually, so my hairdresser's name is Minji, and her daughter's Vivian, and Vivian is who came home with us. And the photo I didn't tell you about is Nora in the top right. It's Nora and her oldest friend Alana, and they had a play date, which was really special because they hadn't seen each other. Actually, they had seen each other in the prior weeks, but like before these 3 weeks, they hadn't seen each other for like over a year. So it's been special at the end of this summer. And so there's journaling about that as well. And then there's Vivian and Nora. I kind of cut Vivian's head off. Sorry, Vivian. But they're on the trampoline reading because they were playing library, and whatever that means. And then they were making up a dance, and Nora's obsessed with cheer now, so she's trying to teach all of her friends how to do toe touches, and they're making up dances and trying to do gymnastics and hopefully not break their necks on our trampoline, and things like that. Good times. And so I'm looking for a way to embellish the picture of them, and then trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this card on the right. I basically just picked it because it matched the colors. You can see I'm sticking with lots of blues, a little bit of green, and black, which is typically not how I journal, especially in the summer, but it just works so well for this week. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I ended up using just a little bit of chipboard and washi, which you can see did the journaling on that other card and put a chipboard heart at the bottom. And then I'm moving over to the right side of the week, and I used this acetate word phrase staying present, and I love that font. That's another win for me as far as Allie Edwards fonts. I just really enjoy her aesthetic lately. And then I'm just going to journal about, kind of what it looks like to stay present in this week, and how the end of our summer kind of was going. And then I'm going to embellish it with a chipboard heart and call that one good. Then I'm going to journal about, it says made for this. That's from the Make Story Kit. And I'm just journaling about how Nora is just loving cheer, and she's a natural, and she's growing confident in it, and I'm really enjoying watching her. So I thought that sentiment was appropriate. And then I'm also just doing a little bit of journaling about my first pumpkin flavored coffee of the season, which means fall is on its way. And I also use this chipboard tag from the Make Story Kit. It says making space for something new, because cheer is new to her, and stamp the date, and that's it. So yeah, these are really, really simple, like simply embellished photos and stories, which is not like me, but I feel like, I don't know, I was just in the zone, and I liked the way it looked. And usually I'm an over embellisher, but this time around I think I did a pretty good job. That XO story paper is from Allie Edwards, was a 6x8. You could see at the very beginning of this video, I trimmed it down so I could use it in several spaces. I thought the blue with the black was just perfect. And I'm journaling out of frame, sorry about that. Just a picture of Nora on a swing. Oh no, it's Nora doing a dive. Yes, I took a screenshot of a video that I took of her We went to her friend Natalie's house on Friday. They were going back and forth from the hot tub to the pool, which was heated anyway because it wasn't the warmest day. But it's one of those days where the water is warmer than the air and you don't want to get out. And then Nora just taught herself basically with a little bit of coaching from myself and Natalie's dad, who I was hanging out with, how to dive. And she did it. So that was pretty cool. And then Saturday, we had a little block party we went to for some new families coming into the school that Nora goes to. And so as PTA president, I wanted to be there and just kind of introduce myself and get to know some of the families. And so that's a photo of her on the little swing they had outside, which she loved. But we did not love the bees, which I journaled about, because there were hundreds of bees swarming us that day. And then this is a flip up. I took a screenshot of part of a carousel, like, informational post by Impact about former President Trump being charged with attempting to overturn the election, and his mugshot, which was on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. And my friend Linda, thank you, Linda. Linda Loves Creating. Shout out to Linda for sending me the screenshot so I could use it and document it in my project life. And I'm just journaling 3 things about August, and that card came from the Stories by the Month kit. And these words in this story from the, what is it called? Like Words or Write? I think Write story kit, like WRITE. So I'm just going to journal about that a little bit. And I barely do anything to embellish these. I think I use a 1-word strip on the front of this card, which says investigating, which is like perfect. And then the last photo that I need to embellish is the selfie of myself and Nora and her friend Abby. Abby ended up coming home with us after church Sunday and staying overnight. So I'm just journaling about that. And that's really it. It was a very full week, a ton of play dates, which is fine. I'm trying to, make Nora's end of summer, the last few days, just squeeze as much as we can out of it. But that's going to be it for me this week, friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video or content like this, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, and I will see you next time. Take care, friends, and remember that you are enough, and enjoy the quiet close-ups of the finished pages. Bye.